Things may look a little different simply because I am not in my gallery up in Kennett Square. I am now down in the Villages for the month of April, and today I'm going to try to figure out what to do besides playing pickleball and golf. Let's get started. First off, I'm Rusty Nelson and welcome to my channel here, and I'm really excited to be down in the Villages down in Florida. And if you didn't know it, this is a channel where I started from my very first phone call to the sales office, and I'm just kind of documenting the whole process until if and when I buy a house. And maybe after that, who knows. But anyway, I am down here and there's a couple of things that have happened already. One, I already played a bunch of pickleball and I'm scheduled to go play golf. But if you're down here for the first day of the month, they have what is called the Expo. And I think I did a shot of the entrance coming in there. And what it is a bunch of different things, like the newspaper is there, healthcare is there, transportation, like back and forth to the airport, information like that. The golf cart companies are there and all sorts of stuff. So if you're here during that first day, you definitely want to go to that. You don't need a salesperson to go with it. You just go down there and show up. This time it was at Rohan, but you can call the office and find out if it's in a different place. But during that time, they showed you how to schedule golf and get scheduled onto that whole system. And then also they have, I don't know whether you know it or not, the Villages has a newspaper, and it is a daily paper. And you can, if you're down here for a month, you can get the paper delivered daily for, I think it is now at this point in time, it's $25. But if you want it for the whole year, it's only $84. So it's really a good deal. It's a little expensive, but it's not even expensive when you think about how much a regular newspaper costs. But every single day, there's a lot of stuff going on there. So I was sitting there going, and I'm still overwhelmed by this. But I started to go through here just to see what was going on. And there's a section called Today's Entertainment. And on here, it has the three groups that are playing in the three squares. And also it had on here that there is an arts and crafts fair on the 3rd and the 4th from 10 to 5. So I thought that would be really something fun and different, not recreational, to get down and see what that's like, see how many people are down there. And also something that I discovered, and I keep trying to pass these things on to you guys. I have a golf cart that came with this house. Now I keep hearing people talk about QuietTech golf carts. So this is a gas powered golf cart, but it's not a QuietTech. And let me tell you, there is a big difference between this, and you'll hear, because I'll do a little bit on the drive over, and maybe if I think about, we'll stop off at Rohan because we go right by there, and I'll jump into the pickleball court and show you what one of the pickleball courts is like, and then head over to Brownwood Paddock. But anyway, let's get up and let's go ahead and get out of here and get started on the day, just as soon as I have a little more coffee. Let's go. You know, before we get started, I almost forgot. The next thing we're going to do, so we're going to run by Rohan really quick. Not Rohan, Eisenhower Rec Center, and I'll show you the pickleball court. And also, so then we're going to go to the arts and craft thing. And then after that, we're going to jump in the car and go down to Edna's on the Green just for a quick stop. And I'll show you Edna's on the Green. And going to meet somebody that I'm going to do an interview with in a little bit. From a lot of people ask me about singles because, you know, I'm single. So I looked up a group called Singles in the Villages. They've been really nice. I've gone out and had some fun with them. And we'll just get down and meet a couple of the ladies there down at Edna's on the Green. And then that'll be it. So here we go. So you're going to hear the golf cart we were just talking about is a little bit louder. Well, it's definitely louder because I had a QuietTech when I rented from the Villages before. And so this gets a little bit louder. You'll be able to tell. So. Now, if you look at some of my other videos, I've done some tricks with the morning, with the with the golf cart. Morning, friendly town. So you can hear how loud this is. I've done some tricks with some of the other golf carts that I've had, and I'll show you those. I'll show you the lake above. Anyway, let's go ahead and drive down. We'll go ahead and jump to the pickleball courts first, but you can definitely hear I'm talking pretty loud with this cart. Anyway, let's go ahead and go. This is one of the larger rec centers. And I really like this rec center. This is where I play pickleball in the mornings from 7 to 9. And as you can see, really nice, pretty complex. These are the golf carts. You'll see these whenever there's pickleball being played because everybody brings their golf carts and then heads on over to the pickleball courts. So if you don't see golf carts, it's probably nobody playing pickleball. In front of each one of the courts in that area, there are lists of what's going on that week and the actual schedule for everything. So you can kind of check that out for that and tennis and other things.
Advantage this game. Man. You're using that net. Player, man.
Seems like they always have great flowers decorating the whole area, so it makes the rides really enjoyable. This is the entry into the Brownwood Paddock, at least one of the entries. And if you take a look, it was definitely a crowded day, and when you fly the drone, you can't fly it over people or moving cars, so I kind of had to zoom in a little bit, and I'll pull back here in a second. But you can see there's cars parked. There was probably not one parking space. In fact, as I zoom out here, you'll see people were actually parked on the grass now. And that's about it. So that probably took about 5 minutes to get over here to the square. And as you can see when we pulled in, that you kind of park where you can with the golf cart. If there's no car there, you just jump right in. And so anyway, let's go take a look.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, oh, that's so funny.
It's hard not to see it with the glasses out here.
You know, people keep telling me, they go, oh, I recognize the glasses.
A lot of fans.
Besides a lot of crowds, there was also a lot of creative artwork and jewelry, and I thought this was kind of fun. A guy created stuff out of recycled Coke cans, the aluminum. And there was all kinds of metal smithing and different types of artwork. And this is furniture made out of silver oak, so it was kind of highly resistant to wear and the weather. And the crowds, no matter which corner of the paddock you were at, it was the same amount. There's just a lot of folks down there out having a good time, that's for sure. Down at the I'm gonna call it the Crest Fair. Crest Fair, is that what that's called?
Art Crest Fair.
Art Crest Fair. And you guys already know my kind of love for photography, and I met up with a guy that's got some pretty cool artwork, and his name is
Steve
Butt.
They call me Savannah Sam.
Yeah. So you have stuff here from all over.
Right. I usually do artwork that's around the coast of Georgia, and then down through Florida, and then we also do artwork along the Gulf Coast, Biloxi, and then over to New Orleans.
Yeah, just pick a couple out. We'll just check them out because they're eclectic for sure. Yeah.
This one in particular was taken down in the French Quarter, and it's from the Kingfish. and it represents sort of the old style architecture that's New Orleans is known for. This, of course, an image of oyster shells. Most people in the area take oyster shells for granted, but in fact they're a beautiful piece of art when you look at all the various colors in them.
Yeah, not to mention an aphrodisiac.
Not to mention, that's right.
So this is kind of unique.
This is an image of shrimp boats that were in Darien. It's actually a photograph that I've actually hand brushed on a digital touch screen to give it something of a Caribbean vibe and to pop those colors a little bit. It's just something a little different, but it makes you think of the coast.
Yeah, cool. And then, so this one is...
This one is a triptych of a vehicle that sits in front of the Savannah Police Station. It's one of their old squad cars, but I enjoy taking the picture just because, it's such an imposing picture, and of course, it's a little bit roached out, and it really has a lot of feeling with it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's vintage, yeah.
So anyway, that's his stuff. I'm gonna put the link down below, and thanks a lot. That's really cool. There's definitely a lot of people here, that's for sure. And the fun part about it is I keep getting people coming up to me that recognize me, probably because of the glasses. And it's really fun to talk to them because I've met people from all over the country, and I never get to see faces. I just get to see people on comments and stuff like that. So thank you to everybody that kind of stopped up and said hello. I really appreciate it. I just went to the craft fair. I'm not 100% sure what it's called, Craft and Art Expo, something like that, at Brownwood Paddock. And I'm on my way to my second destination here. Now this is my first Saturday here, so I have to be really honest with you. I am still getting oriented to places, but I am using Waze to get there. I'm going to give that a try versus using one of the apps.
In half a mile, turn right.
And I'm on 44 right now. I'm going to make a right at Morris Boulevard, and it's going to take me about 15 minutes to get there. And this is, I'm going down to Edna's on the Green. And just to the left is Rohan, the recreation, and there's one of the newer bridges. And to the right over there, I'll see whether I can...
1.3 miles, keep right to Warm Springs Avenue.
I'll see whether I can enlarge it, but this is the grow area where they grow all the different plants and stuff for the villages, vegetables and stuff, I believe, and they sell them in the villages. So anyway, I will see you at Edna's. This is Edna's on the Green, right next to the Marshview Chip and Putt, and this is where Singles in the Villages was having a gathering event today with music and next to the bar. So we're down here at Edna's, and this is the name of the group. The name of the group is
Single in the Villages.
See, there you go. So they have been really great about being single and introduced me to a lot of people. It's a really good group, and we're going to do a talk later on, hopefully. Okay. So, okay. But I'm telling you, they're a lot of fun. But we're all going out dancing tonight, they tell me. So that's what we're going to do. And I have to wear my glasses like this. That's it.
I'm so sorry I did that to you. No, I'm not.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. We're out of here.
Bye. Bye.
Sorry I had to cut that short, but this is their Facebook page, and you need to be an actual resident of the villages to join this. And they were started not too long ago, but the group basically focuses around doing events, and they pretty much have events scheduled on their webpage all the time. So even the Facebook page is a private group. And when you get your resident number, you can go ahead and join that. But it seems like they have events planned almost every single day, and really just a real fun, nice group of people. Anyway, I will be doing an interview with them later, so go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified about that. And I'll try to do more stuff for singles in the villages. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. You know, every place I drive around here, it seems like there's just always a place to stop by. And although I haven't gotten to the Edna's on the Green yet, I'm going to end it with this video because I thought this was such a great place to stop off and have the rest of my coffee with nature around. There's a bunch of birds and stuff. But I want to show you the area simply because there are so many places like this where you can just stop off and kind of relax and have a cup of coffee and sit on a park bench. There's some nice birds around. I can hear them clucking all over the place. Hopefully by the end of this, I made it also over to Edna's Green. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below and I'll try to respond to all of them. Much appreciated. And it was really fun going out today because I met a lot of the people that I don't get to see you guys, so I get to see you in the comments, but I don't get to meet you, and a lot of people tapped me on the shoulder. It was really enjoyable. And I got 3.5 weeks left here, and I plan on fully enjoying it. Thanks a lot for stopping by. On to the next video, and I'll either see you here in the villages, or I'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day.